east, this is west, this is north, and this is south. Okay. So river is flowing towards east with velocity 3 meter per second. Okay. So velocity Vr is 3 meter per second. Is it okay to all? And width of this river D is given how much? This is 200 meter. 200 meter. And the boat can be rowed at 5 meter per second. That means original velocity of boat is 5 meter per second in still water. When means when water is not flowing, then the actual velocity of boat is 5 meter per second. Okay. Now in the first part they are asking in which direction must it be steered to cross the river perpendicular to current. In which direction? What should be the direction of motion of boat so that it crosses the river perpendicular to the flow of water current. Okay. So water current is moving along this direction. Suppose this is x-axis. So boat should go along y-axis so that it will be perpendicular. Okay. Okay. So that means if this point is A, so boat will reach straight to B. Okay. That means starting from A, B should reach at B. That means it is the case of shortest path. Last day I have discussed shortest path, straightforward, just opposite. Okay. So in this case, what I have said, if he is trying to reach at B, the boat should move along this direction so that due to water current, it will come to B. Okay. I had already discussed this case. Okay. So let us suppose this angle is theta, and this is the velocity of boat. Okay. And velocity of boat has been given as how much? It is 5 meter per second. It is 5 meter per second. Okay. It is 5 meter per second. So if we just split this vector, so this vector is, and this vector is this one along y-axis and along x-axis. Okay. So I am drawing this one. This one is 5, and this is cos theta. Okay. 5 cos theta, and this is 5 sin theta. So this is 5 cos theta, and this is 5 sin theta, and this is VR, velocity of river. Okay. And now this is 3 meter per second. Okay. This is basically velocity of river equal to 3 meter per second. Okay. So if the boat, we need that the boat should go along this path. So these two velocities must be equal and cancel out. Their directions are opposite. If the magnitudes becomes equal, then these two vectors will cancel out. Only one velocity will be there along this direction, and this velocity will pull this boat along A to B. Okay. To fulfill the condition needed in the question that boat should reach at B, that condition will be fulfilled only if these two vectors cancel. Okay. That means yes, that is 5 sin theta must be equals to 3, and sin theta must be equal to 3 by 5. Okay. And according to condition of 3, 4, 5 of right angle triangle. So if it is 3 by 5, that means it is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is sin 37. Okay. So theta is 37 basically. Theta is 37 degrees. Is it okay to all? Theta is 37 degrees. I have explained this one now in your batch. Okay. So according to this condition, so direction of boat will make an angle of 37 degree with the line AB. So this is the answer for the first part. Is it clear to all? In first part they are asking in which direction must it be steered to cross the river perpendicular to the current. Okay. So if the boat, if you want that boat should go along AB, then you need to steer the boat with an angle, making angle 37 degree with line AB. Okay. So this direction will come. This is the direction in which boat must be steered so that the boat will reach to B. Is it okay to all? Okay. So this is part A. This is part B. Okay. For part B, how long will it take to cross the river in a direction perpendicular to the river flow? Okay. That means in this direction if boat is moving, then what will be the time to move from A to B? Okay. So in this direction, what is the distance AB? This is equal to width of the river 200, and what is the velocity? This is 5 cos theta. With this velocity, the boat will travel a distance of 200 meter. Okay. They are asking time. So time equal to distance upon speed. Okay. So time for A to B, TAB, I am saying TAB. This is distance upon the speed. Speed is 5 cos theta. 5 cos theta. So this is 200 and 5 into cos 37. So 5 fours are this is 440 and cos 27 is 4 by 5. Okay. So this is 4 by 5. So 40 into 5 by 4. Now it will become how much? 50. So this is 50 seconds. In 50 seconds, the boat will reach B from A. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to all? Okay. So in the next part, what they are asking? In the next part, they are asking in part C, in which direction must the boat be steered to cross the river in minimum time? Okay, in minimum time. So in minimum time, what will be the condition? I am saying here, this is part C. Part C. Okay. So they are asking in which direction must the boat be steered to cross the river in the minimum time. Okay. Minimum time means second case that I had discussed last day. Shortest time. Okay. For shortest time was given by d by v. Velocity of man actually. Here man means velocity of boat. Okay. So for minimum time, for T minimum, d by Vv cos theta, not cos theta, only Vv, velocity of boat. Okay. Are you getting my point? Yes, sir. So this is 200 and this is Vv means how much? 5. So this is 5 fours are. So this is 40 seconds. That means in 40 seconds the boat will cross the river along in minimum time. This is the minimum time taken by the boat to cross the river. Okay. Now they are in which direction must the boat be steered to cross the river in minimum time? Okay. What will be the direction? Again, they are asking what will be the direction to cross the river in minimum time. Okay. What will be the direction? So, suppose this diagram is here. This is T. T equals to 200 meter. Okay. So for minimum time, he will target B. Okay. He will target B, and due to water flow of how much? This is 3 meter per second. This will go along this path. This is D. Okay. And this is velocity of boat. Velocity of boat. And now this is velocity of boat is how much? 5 meter per second. Okay. So this is 5 meter per second. 5 meter per second. Due to water flow, it will follow this path. Okay. So they are asking what should be the direction of in which direction must the boat be steered to cross the river in minimum time. Okay. So what will be the direction of boat for minimum time? He will go along AB. Okay. Okay. So direction of boat should be straight from A to B. Okay. So direction of motion of boat should be from A to B. Okay, so it is straight from A to B. Okay, and next they are asking how far will it drift? Okay, so their minimum time is, actual path is from A to D. The boatman is targeting B, but due to water flow, what will be its path? A to D. This is the actual path. Okay. So this minimum time is followed by the distance AD. In 40 seconds is the minimum time. In 40 seconds, the boatman travel along path AD. But with this 40 seconds, drift is what? This distance is BD. So BD distance has also been traveled or drifted in this 40 seconds, because both the distance, this one and this, all the 3 distances are traveled in 40 seconds. Are you getting my point? If the boat is traveling along this path, then indirectly, if someone is traveling from this to this place, then indirectly he traveled this distance and this distance also. Indirectly. Are you getting? Now, if someone go from A to D, and someone asks to you, then what is the distance travel along x-axis? Along x-axis, this BD distance is the distance travel along x-axis. Okay. So what is BD? Basically, if you draw a perpendicular here, so BD is the distance travel along x-axis indirectly, and AB is the distance travel along y-axis indirectly. Did you talk it all? If you travel A to D, then along x-axis you travel BD. Along y-axis you travel AB. Okay. Is it clear to all? So if you take 40 seconds from A to D, then indirectly you take 40 seconds to travel B to D, and same time you take 40 seconds to travel A to B also. Okay, that means time to travel from A to D is equal to time to travel from B to D is equal to time to travel A to B. 3 times. For all the 3 distances, time remains same. Time is common. Because these 2 distances are traveled indirectly simultaneously. Okay? Indirectly simultaneously. While traveling from A to D, these distances are ultimately generated. Okay? So if it is 40 seconds for A to D, it is 40 seconds for A to B and B to C also. Is it clear to all? Time remains same for all the 3 distances. Is it clear? Is it clear? It is very important. The student find confusion here every day. They confuse. Okay? In book solution, they solve without saying this, and the students think over all the day, all the night. How is it possible? We travel this distance is 40 and they just put here that time. That is wrong solution. Okay. So for drifting, they are saying that how far will it drift? So drift equal to drift is BD basically. Okay. So BD, which velocity is responsible for BD distance? This one. This one. Water flow is responsible for the boat to travel BD distance. Okay. So velocity is velocity of water. Okay. So VR multiplied by D minimum will give you drift. Okay. This velocity is responsible to travel A to B. Velocity of boat. Okay. And this velocity is responsible to travel boat from B to D. Okay. And mixture of both velocity, this one and this one, is responsible. Vector sum of both velocity is responsible to travel the boat from A to D. Is it okay? Is it okay? This is basically a resultant of this one and this one. You can understand by triangle law. Head of this vector joined to tail of this vector, so this will be the resultant of this two. Okay? Two velocities were there. This is the resultant velocity of the two velocities. Okay? That is why finally both go along this path. Okay? But individually, this velocity is responsible for motion along AB, and this velocity is responsible for motion along BD. Are you getting my point? Okay? Everyone getting? So VR into T minimum will give you drift BD. Okay? So VR is 3 and drift is 40. So this is 120 meter. This is the final answer for drift. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to all? Okay, so note it down. Okay, thank you.